After 2 rounds on the tarmac, the Asset Alliance Group Scottish Rally Championship returned to the woods for round 4 of the 2024 season, the RSAC Scottish Rally. Based out of Dalbeattie, 76 crews geared up to tackle the 6 stages, lined up behind last year's winner, Jock Armstrong and Owen Patterson, out for the first time on gravel in their new Skodaroo.
It's a challenge just to get used to what it is, you know. Great fun to drive it, like really good fun, and point-to-point speed a bit quicker again, but I could probably door handle the old car a lot better, you know, and that's a bit, and I've got to get it out of my head about what that car was doing and what this car's doing now, so it's just a game changer, but it's a good challenge. I'm not bought into a bit of success here. I'm actually having to make my success. Got to be quite a decent event. It's a bit like the Galloway Hills Rally now, and it's came further across this way, so aye, good and bad memories of Glengart the first stage, so I'll see what happens. Even up that hairpin about a couple of miles in, I've binned it there, and I've had some scary ones in Glengart. I've had some good times as well, so looking forward to it.
Chasing the Fabia 4 Polo R5s line up for the next edition of Formula Volkswagen, all campaigned by rapid competitors. With the likes of John Wink, Mark McCulloch and others not far behind, the competition should be intense.
Do you think you can make it 8 Scottish wins?
I'm certainly going to try, you know, it won't be for lack of trying, so another competitive field here today, so yeah, we'll just need to see how it goes. I think the first stage, Glengarth, I think it's going to be rough in places, so I think we just need to keep away from the punctures, and obviously the second pass of that will be rougher again, so yeah, just need to keep out of trouble and see how it goes.
Yeah, okay, we had a small test the other day, so getting back into the swing of things. I haven't done much gravel for the last few years, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. Stages look pretty fast, to be fair, so hopefully the weather stays dry, but yeah, stages look good, so looking forward to it.
Stages are always pretty good down here, so I think I'll just go out and have some fun. Because the stages are that good, you do have a lot of fun here, so when I have fun I seem to go a bit better, so definitely a wee bit of redemption after last year's misfortune, but yeah, we'll see how it goes.
I'm quite excited actually. I haven't done this rally for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, and ironically Dalbeattie is probably the closest stage to my house, and I've only ever driven it once, and so I'm really looking forward to it actually, really looking forward to it.
That test this morning was brilliant. Back on the gravel, just a bit more comfortable on it, so it's like you can be fully committed straight away. It's really good. Got the car set up well, so yeah, the car's feeling good.
Had a wee go in the car in between, back onto gravel there, so I've been re-taught a few things by Matt Edwards, so I've been doing it all wrong for years supposedly, which I think he's right, to be fair. I just don't know how to do what he does.
3 stages run twice would make up the day, all named in tribute to members of the organising team who have sadly passed away. The weather a mix of sunshine and showers.
Action men. The polo. Oh, look at that. Eh?
Nice.
And taking the early lead was a 7-time Scottish Rally winner. Teaming up with Kirsty Riddick for the first time ever, David Bogie was fastest on SS1 and 3 to lead by 19 seconds at the halfway halt. Fifth fastest in 1, Finlay Retson and Paul Beaton bounced back with fastest time in stage 2. They backed that up with 4th in stage 3 to lie 2nd in the SRC after 3 stages. Championship leader Ewan Thorburn was reunited with Keir Beaton for this round. The blue polo was 3rd quickest in 1 and 2nd in 2. But 3 was a disaster. A puncture saw them record 13th fastest time, and they headed into service just 1 second clear of Scott Beattie and Peredur Davies.
Oh, lovely stuff.
The Fiesta crew had gambled on running softer tyres in the morning, initially a mistake as they went off midway through SS1. But stages 2 and 3 were more to their liking, setting 2 top floor times and showing that their Speyside pace was no flash in the pan.
Into, to right, 60, to left, 40, 4 left, and short 3 right, don't, into short 3 right, don't, and 4 left, to right on crest jump, into late 3 left, don't, slippy, and crest 60, tight 4 right over crest, 80, short 3 left over crest, and 2 right don't. Into 4 left, and fast 4 right don't, into crest and 5 left, only 42 right don'ts.
Just 7 seconds further back, John Wink and Neil Shanks were like kids in a candy shop with a return to the gravel. It was a clean morning for the I-20. 3 top 7 times saw them lying in early 5th, just 2 seconds clear of Ian Forgan and Chris Lees.
The 50 podium anymore.
He is. Thoroughly nice guy.
Yeah. Right 3 over crest, nips, and left 2, tightens 4. 2 tightens 4, and right 5, tightens square. Nice and tidy, nice and tidy, 40. Left 5.
Experiencing the Rally 2 car in the woods for the first time, Forgan and Lees amazingly survived 2 punctures without really losing time. 3 top 10 times was a good start, and they had 4 seconds to Hugh Brunton and Emily Easton Page. After a tough start to his year, Hugh was finally back to enjoying himself. 3 top 8 times as Hugh and Emily got used to each other was a good start, and they were looking for a push in the afternoon. 5 seconds back from the Fabia, Mark McCulloch and Michael Hendry had also started well, Mark adopting a different driving style after some tuition from BRC champion Matt Edwards. And they had just 1 second over Stephen Petch and Michael Wilkinson. Adapting to a new Ford Fiesta after they wrecked their Fabia at the Jim Clark, Stephen was finding the new car to be a bit of a handful, confessing to visiting a couple of ditches during the morning. They were having a less stressful morning than Chris Colley and Ricky Finlayson. A puncture in stage 1 removed most of the driver's side rear bodywork, and they survived a big moment over the famous Dalbeattie jump.
Crest and adverse left 8, into right 9, repeat right 9, C70, flat crest jump, C80 past the post, to deceptive right 8 late. Well done, right 8, 70 up. Crest and left 6 over crest.
Despite the issues, the Fiesta was an early 10th, just 5 seconds clear of Johnny Mackay and Rachel Matheson. It was a clean start for the Evo crew, enjoying the return to the woods. They topped the Albon Garage Challenger standings after 3 stages and were once again embroiled in a battle with long-time friendly rivals Scott Peacock and Craig Wallace. Scott had missed Argyll because his partner Sophie was about to give birth to their first child, and I'm happy to say that all went well. A new daughter was in attendance to cheer her dad on. Dad's taxi was immediately on the pace, 12th quickest in stage 1, before a puncture dropped them behind Mackay and Matheson in 2.
Right 1, left 3, opens flat over crest, and long left 7 in, commit. Flat right 2 in. C160 down. Long right 7, keep in, opens over crest.
The 2 Evos set identical times in stage 3 to leave Johnny and Rachel just 3 seconds clear of Scott and Craig at the halfway halt. And you'll have noticed that there were a couple of big names missing. First to go was Armstrong and Patterson, a rear control arm bolt snapping midway through stage 1, putting the Skoda route out before it even got going. Also disappearing early, Rory Young and Alan Cathers would put the Polo off the road permanently in stage 2.
Yeah, it's been good, no complaints. Really enjoyed driving the stages, and obviously the weather stayed dry, you know, so yeah, it's been good. Yeah, I think, you know, me and Kirsty grew up as kids together, and, you know, we'd never been in the same car before until, you know, Thursday's test, so yeah, she's doing a great job filling in for John, and yeah, we're enjoying it.
Yeah, it's been alright, a bit of a slow start in the morning, just getting to grips with the notes, and then it was kind of grassy and slippy as well, so it wasn't such a good time in the first stage, but push on a bit in stage 2 and 3, so I think we've clawed back a bit of time now, so quite happy going into this afternoon.
Good, because it's the same stages, isn't it? So
Same stages, so I think it's going to be very rough. Be like a safari rally, I think, with all the stones and everything, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, okay, first stage was pretty slippy, middle section was quite good, but yeah, just got into the first stage, then the second stage was better, and then the third stage there we got a puncture on the front right, so pretty early on, so we just tried to nurse the car through, so obviously dropped a bit of time in that, so we're a wee bit behind now, so we'll see what we can do this afternoon.
so it'll be a push to get up the leaderboard again, is it?
Yeah, I've nothing to lose now, so yeah, just have a push and see how we get on, but stages are good.
Quick.
Yeah, quick, really quick, the second stage especially, so yeah, long way to go yet.
A repeat run of the stages would finish out the event, the weather worsening as the day wore on. And that worsening weather would account for Colley and Finlayson, the damage done by the early puncture letting water into the cockpit, and they were forced to pull out with a badly misted windscreen. Taking both the Moats Offshore Juniors and top lady driver, the Scottish was another good day of learning for Megan and John O'Kane in their R2 Fiesta. The morning was blighted with a puncture and a repeat of the issue that plagued their Speyside, stones locking the right rear wheel, making the car very hard to drive in a straight line. The afternoon was better, 3 decent stage times despite being held up briefly on the final test. They were in the right place at the right time as well, Megan grabbing the ladies' win when her big rival Aileen Forrest hit trouble with late punctures.
Starting to get used to the car now.
Yeah.
Just been, I think that's the first good rally we've had in it. So yeah, just issues every time. So
well, hopefully that's them all ironed out now and onwards and upwards from there.
It's sounding quite rough now though. Yeah, I think if there was any more stages it would have been a bit dodgy getting to the end, but...
Top groundwater lift trucks Subaru Cup crew Rob Cotton and Ethan Kidd were experiencing the Scottish gravel for the first time. But they took to it like a duck to water, building the pace all day, even when they had to deal with a small electrical issue that restricted the car to 5,000 RPM in the afternoon. 24th overall, in amongst the quick Evos and big escorts, was a solid result.
Yeah, we have had a good day. Well, I said we came here to learn and we took the first stage to learn and then I think we were away. We were pretty consistent after that. We had a bit of a problem on the last stage, but yeah, we have had a good day.
Well, a little mistake earlier in the morning on the notes, but we kept good pace and it didn't really affect us too much. And Rob's driving was fantastic, especially through the second and fourth stage. Like when you can really get into the flow of it on the smooth gravel, it was great fun.
And then double caution, right 4, tightens the right 8 in. Right 8. Oh, well done. Brilliant, Gordon. Just made it that. Right.
Taking yet another Haddo Energy Super Seniors, one Gordon Murray and Peter Carstairs battled with their big escort all day in the slippy conditions, Gordon finding it to be a proper handful. They saved their biggest drama for the second loop, flying off the road towards the end of stage 5 and just scrabbling back onto the stage without damage. 6th two-wheel drive car home and 23rd overall was another good result for the big Mark II.
I found it quite a hard day in the car. It certainly was. It's, the 4 out of the 6 stages were really slippy, and it was hot and muggy. It's an our age.
The afternoon wasn't quite as smooth as the morning for Mackay and Matheson. A puncture in 5 was an issue and the final run of Dalbeattie didn't seem to suit them as much as they'd hoped. That dropped them to 12th, losing out on 11th and the Challengers win by just 2 seconds to Robert Proudlock and Stephen Brown. Absolutely flying in his home forest, Robert and Stephen were never out of the top 18 times all day and led the G&M Mechanical Services two-wheel drives from stage 2 onwards. The afternoon was really strong, putting on a late charge to grab 11th and add the Albon Garage Challengers win to their two-wheel drive success.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, the weather put a wee bit of a hindrance on things, but even then the stages were that good, it doesn't make much of a difference, so I've just been enjoying it all day. What a day.
He behaved, yeah, didn't have to rein him in at all, so yeah. It was just comfortable all day. Yeah, good fun.
The afternoon was also very good for Peacock and Wallace, 3 top 13 times, jumping them up to 10th in the SRC at the finish and 2nd in Class M7. Top Evo as well wrapped up a successful weekend. The SRC jinx struck Brunton and Easton Page once again. Losing the wipers at the start of SS4 left them crawling through to 20th quickest and dropped them to 10th. A roadside repair saw them back on the pace for the last 2, setting 2 top 10 times and climbing back up to 9th at the finish. A switch of tyre for the afternoon for Forgan and Lees didn't produce the result they had hoped for, dropping time in the wetter conditions. That dropped the Fiesta to 9th, just 3 seconds behind McCulloch and Hendry. It was also a difficult afternoon for the Proton. A puncture and power steering failure in 5 saw them make running repairs, and they struggled through the last stage after another flat tyre. Despite all the issues, they held on to 8th, just 2 seconds away from Petch and Wilkinson.
Left long in, long crest, 2 right in, 50, 1 left flat over crest, okay, 120 over gravel, okay, it's flat, 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 keep going, 1 right times to 4 right, 5 left, and hairpin right, oh, in square left, 100, 1 left long in flat over crest, 1 right in flat over crest, 1 left surface and okay flat, you know it this time, flat, 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 1 left no cut, 100, long crest, this one's flat, 1 right flat over next one, 60, 1 left, and 2 left.
The learning curve continued for Stephen and Michael, rounding out the day with back-to-back 7th fastest times. Stephen throwing the car around with more confidence in the afternoon, and there's plenty more to come in future events. The afternoon was very strong for Wink and Shanks, rounding off the rally with a 4th fastest time through the 2nd run of Dalbeattie. They ended up 9 seconds down on Beattie and Davies. The Fiesta crew the model of consistency in the afternoon, with 5th fastest on all 3 stages. Both John and Scott excited for the next round of the championship, based in their home forests. The battle for second ignited on the second loop. Retson and Beaton dropped 8 seconds to Thorburn and Beaton over stage 4, the blue car closing to within 3 seconds of second place. But Finlay and Paul then counter-attacked, fastest overall and taking 2 seconds back to hold a 5-second advantage over Ewan and Kerr with 1 stage remaining. Dalbeattie would decide it, and it was the blue car that would come out on top, quicker by 6 seconds, to grab second at the finish by just 1 second from Retson and Beaton. Yet another fantastic last stage shootout in the SRC.
Yeah, it was alright. It was better than last year's one anyway, at least we're at the finish, but pretty gutted to lose second just in the last stage there, but I don't feel like I could have driven the last stage any harder. It was just that rough and pretty terrible, to be honest, so yeah, pretty gutted, but at least we're at the finish.
Yeah, I went well. Finlay drove well as usual. He's getting very reliable, so yeah, he's consistent, so can't really ask for more. When we try and have a push, we always end up having a good time, so yeah, really happy. Just unlucky for us, Ewan had a good push in the last stage and we probably backed off a little bit too much, so yeah, on to the next one.
Yeah, good. Obviously, weather was tricky, conditions were tricky. It was kind of rough in places, but yeah, we had a puncture this morning and 2 this afternoon, which set us back a wee bit. But yeah, just delighted to get second after all that. So Kerr done a great job. Car was great. So yeah.
It would be after that many punctures. That's a lot of punctures.
Yeah, it was, to be fair. We lost a lot of time in the first one, not so much for the other two, but still it set us back. So not ideal, but we got round, got some good points, still finished second. So onwards to the next one.
When did it start raining?
What, last June maybe? It's never stopped, has it? But
yeah, pretty good. To be fair, it's a privilege to be sitting with you on these events, and yeah, I really enjoyed myself. So yeah, it's trouble-free in a way. There's not really much drama, so it's always good that way.
But taking the win by 36 seconds, the afternoon was incredibly consistent for Bogie and Riddick. Second fastest on every stage despite a puncture in stage 5, an 8th Scottish win for David, and a nice return to the podium for former Scottish champion Kirsty.
Yeah, good. You know, it's been a fantastic day. Really enjoyed driving the stages, really enjoyed driving the car, and you know, Kirsty's done a fantastic job jumping into the car at late notice to cover for John. So yeah, it's been a good day all round.
Good, excellent. Kirsty, how have you enjoyed yourself?
It's been really good, apart from a puncture on stage 5, which we didn't really know we had. It's been no trouble at all. So thanks to everybody who made our day as easy as it could be.
So Bogie makes it 2 wins on the gravel in 2024, and the Volkswagen domination continues. Up next, the SRC crews take on the best that the British Rally Championship can offer at the Voyonic Grampian Forest Rally in August.